Do you master the book of Revelation in the New Testament? It is written in Revelation chapter 22, verses 18 to 19, that anyone who adds to or takes away from the book of Revelation will not enter the kingdom of heaven and will receive curses, plagues. Therefore, not all pastors will enter heaven if they add to or subtract from the words of Revelation. Even pastors will be denied entry and cursed. This shows how precious this book truly is. Pastors must ask themselves whether or not they have added to or taken away from Revelation. Did you not add to or take away from it? At the first coming, the pastors of Jerusalem called Jesus, who came according to the Old Testament, a heretic. Likewise, today's traditional church pastors from Protestant and Catholic churches label Shincheonji, which was created according to the New Testament, a heresy. For this reason, Shincheonji has repeatedly proposed to pastors of traditional churches a public Bible test based on the New Testament revelation in front of the public to determine who is orthodox and who is heretical. However, not a single Catholic or Protestant pastor has accepted this challenge to this day. So then, who has truly overcome with the truth? Though they earned the title of pastor through worldly theological studies, they could not pass Shincheonji's graduation exam, which is based solely on the Bible. They were merely pastors in name. Even now, the Catholic and Protestant churches must take a public Bible test with Shincheonji based on the New Testament revelation to distinguish between orthodoxy and heresy. Furthermore, any seminary or pastor that cannot fully understand and teach the New Testament revelation in particular should cease to exist. Can those who graduate from worldly seminaries that teach falsehood truly be called orthodox? Or are they heretical? Shincheonji is confident in overcoming such people. Isn't it something that can be proven through a test on Revelation? To become a Shincheonji saint, one must study both the Old and New Testaments through the introductory, intermediate, and advanced courses of the Zion Christian Mission Center and pass a graduation exam. Therefore, Shincheonji saints are confident that they can prevail in a public Bible test, especially on the New Testament revelation, against Protestant and Catholic believers. Let us hold a public Bible exam with 100 questions on the New Testament revelation to determine who is orthodox and who is heretical. Shincheonji is confident of winning. Why do Catholic and Protestant churches avoid the challenge? Today's traditional church pastors call Shincheonji heretical because the revealed word, testified by Shincheonji, exposes their false teachings. Moreover, because their own church members are seeking the truth and turning to Shincheonji, today's pastors, just like the pastors of Jerusalem did to Jesus long ago, have labeled Shincheonji, which masters the Bible, as heretical. Revelation chapter 22 promises that anyone who adds to or takes away from the New Testament revelation will not enter the kingdom of heaven, but will receive curses. That is why the pastors of Shincheonji, even without receiving a single penny in salary, teach their saints to master the New Testament revelation without adding to or taking away from it. Check for yourself. Long live Shincheonji. Do today's traditional church believers truly understand the book of Revelation? Compare yourselves to the New Testament. Let us belong to the 12 tribes of Shincheonji, which have been created exactly as stamped by the book of Revelation, and fully understand the prophecies and their fulfillment, so that we may enter the kingdom of heaven. Amen.